Yeah, there it is again.
Which is
Plugged the wrong end. There we go. And welcome back to the pregame show. I'm Rich Rosty, and been joined by Storm Curtis Riggs. Coach, in every
Texas Odessa Roughnecks of the old IFL. He won over 70 games and led the franchise to 7 playoff appearances in 8 seasons. Look, his current of a winless record. The Sioux Falls Storm are 2-0 this season with wins over Billings 51-28 and a tough win at home last week over the Cedar Rapids Titans 54-45. Even though the Storm are 5-time IFL champions and heavily favored in this game, Coach Curtis Riggs understands that no victory is guaranteed and that successful teams playing teams that are struggling can be a formula for disaster for either team. His emphasis to this team this week has been to understand this is Green Bay's home opener and that they will do everything that they can to show their fans they are a better ball club than their record currently indicates. And win over the Sioux Falls Storm would do just that. This afternoon, it's the Green Bay Blizzard hosting the Sioux Falls Storm. For the Blizzard, a win could catapult their season to heights this franchise has not seen. For the Sioux Falls Storm, don't break out the Sharpies for autographs until after the win. Up next is the head coach of the Sioux Falls Storm, Curtis Riggs. And you're listening to Storm Football, brought to you by Boyer Trucks on Sioux Falls Sports Radio, AM 1230 and FM 98.1, KWSN. What's that?
I was going to say, maybe turn your mic up or turn the background down a bit. You're almost equal.
All right, I did.
I got a little bit of a music bumper I can't put it together.
We all know that emergencies happen at the most inconvenient times. It's Sunday night and you're relaxing. Berry Heating and Cooling at 338-2692 when emergencies strikes. And know that they will be there for you even at the most inconvenient hour. From new construction to remodels to do-it-yourselfers, there's no better choice than Scott's Lumber for all your building. Lumber, windows, doors.
Okay, John, I'm going to turn down my
millwork,
background mic.
And much more. Plus, Scott's Lumber offers full-service drafting, estimating, and of course, expert customer service. Scott's Lumber, more than an ordinary lumber company. Find them at 4040 South Grange in Sioux Falls, or visit them online at scottslumber.com.
Moms, dads, this year the Storm once again put affordable birthday party anywhere for kids 12 and under. Get this, for parties of 10 any Storm regular season game, your party will receive 10 tickets, 10 Pepsi beverages, and 2 large pizzas for the group to enjoy. Spectra Food Services, plus 10 free single-day admissions to the 2016 Sioux Empire Fair that opens up August 5th, and much more for just $99. You can't beat this deal. Go to SiouxFallsStorm.com for more details.
Back to you.
And welcome back to the pregame show. I'm Rich Rosty and been joined by the head coach of the Sioux Falls Storm, Curtis Riggs. Coach, in every coach's life, you always want to have your team improve from week to week. The emphasis this week on improvement, what areas that you really want to improve on as far as the Sioux Falls Storm?
Well, our time management, I think, is where we could get a lot better. I think offensively, especially, we need to control our tempo, as I've talked with you about, and just getting in and out of the huddle. How soon are we snapping the ball? How much time's left on the play clock? I think it's a huge facet of the game for us because it really helps wear down those defenses.
One thing about it, when you're on the road, timing is very much important, getting into a rhythm, because the crowd can get into it. Noise can be a factor. And the timing factor, how much of that do you spend working on as far as factoring in the crowd noise?
Well, that wasn't something we were overly concerned about this week, but it is something that we work on heavily, just because a lot of our plays, the timing is such a critical part of what we do. And, there's a few things we may look at tonight that we've been working on with some different personnel, and timing's a huge issue with those. And that's why we want to try to start practicing those things now so we can try to get better at it, fix the timing issues, and hopefully it be something that we can utilize down the road.
This afternoon, we're going to be taking on the Green Bay Blizzard. They had a really rough week, rough start to their season. They're 0-2, got beat heavily by Cedar Rapids, or checked that by Iowa Barnstormers, 73 to 21. You go into a ball game like this, a team is backed against the wall, so to speak, and it's their first home game. How much more does that give them for an emphasis as far as to really change the way that they do things?
Well, I mean, a lot. Hey, you want to fix issues and fix them right away because you want to have the best product in front of your home fans, especially for that first game. And I think the players will be very motivated, not just playing in front of us, but also first time they're playing in front of their home fans. I think you'll get a team that'll come out with a lot of fire early on in this game.
Tell us about the Blizzard. What weapons do they have, first of all, offensively?
Well, they've kind of made some changes here offensively, and that's where it's kind of an unknown. It seems like they've overhauled their offensive line. They let their what we thought was one of their better receivers. They let him go. Brian Prey, who I kept referring to last week, he's their go-to guy now here with Green Bay. He still plays with the same flair, the same fire, and is going to be very passionate no matter what the score is. When he scores a touchdown, he's going to let Jamie Bender, the free safety, very good player. I don't know if he gets utilized the way that he could be. But and then Ryan Smith, the defensive end, I thought he's pretty good, and he's one consistent guy up front that does some good things for them.
Talking to Storm head coach Curtis Riggs prior to the Green Bay game here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Tell us about the Sioux Falls Storm. We had two wins in a row. Had a tough week, not a tough week, but it was a hard-fought win last week. When you take the field this afternoon, what are the things that you want to emphasize as, first of all, from your defense?
Defensively, you just want to eliminate big plays. Don't give this team big plays. Make them have to earn everything. And because I think big plays can be something that sparks them. So make them have to work their way down the field. And I think just inevitably, if you do that, they're going to make mistakes. One of the kids that we have, BJ Bryant, we want to try to get the fire going up front in the D line. We suited BJ Bryant. Well, 5 defensive linemen going tonight, rotating them around. We're going to start Brett Shannon, and Brandon Pagoose will rotate in. So look for those guys to really be getting after it up front, battling for jobs.
How about running game tonight? Let's talk a little bit about that.
Angelo Peace be running the ball for us. We'll try to get him the ball a little more tonight. We want to try to limit Zoe running too much right now, and look for us to get the ball to our skilled guys any way we can still. Snoop Blackman, he's back, so Calvin Morton's not shooting this week. And look for us to get Snoop in on some offense too. He's very talented, multi-dimensional type player, and we want to try to get him more accustomed and comfortable playing the offensive side.
Well, Coach, best to you. Talk to you after the game.
All right, thank you, Rich.
He is the head coach of the Sioux Falls Storm, Curtis Riggs. When we come back, we'll have more of the pregame show brought to you by Boyer Trucks. You're listening to Sioux Falls Sports Radio, AM 1230 and FM 98.1 KWSN.
Catch all the exciting indoor football league action all season long on Sioux Falls Sports Radio, AM 1230 and FM 98.1 KWSN. Tonight's broadcast brought to you in part by these proud Storm sponsors. By First Premier Bank and Premier Bank Card. Believe in possibility. By the Lewis Stores, where you'll feel better even before taking your prescriptions. And by the folks at Budweiser. Hey, Storm fans, when you're at the game, grab some buds. And by Scott's Lumber, more than an ordinary lumber company. Stay tuned for the opening kickoff. It's coming your way momentarily after these Sioux Falls Storm sponsor messages on Sioux Falls Sports Radio, AM 1230 and FM 98.1 KWSN.
At Midwest Family Care, we know your healthcare needs are as unique as...
Mom, have you seen my exploding bug zapper?
as each member in your family. That's why we focus on innovative and personalized care that's convenient for you. We offer quality time with our providers, same-day appointments, and even extended hours upon request. Expert care, just when you need it. Choose Midwest Family Care.
Month to sign up for SmartSync. Talk with your Lewis pharmacist today. When your first stop is Lewis, it's easy every day.
Storm Nation, it's time to put your game face on and get ready to rock as the reigning 5-time Indoor Football League champions are back and ready to air it out again on Saturday, April 9th against the Cedar Rapids Titans. Kickoff at the Premier Center is set for 7:05 p.m. Moms, dads, bring the family as the first 1,000 kids 12 and under in attendance will receive a very cool Storm backpack, free and compliments of Waterbury Heating and Cooling and Coleman Heating and Air Conditioning.
And welcome back to Storm Football. Rich Rossi.
Storm Football on Sioux Falls Sports Radio, AM 1230 and FM 98.1 KWSN. It's now time to bring you to the broadcast booth. And for all the exciting play-by-play, here's the legendary Hall of Fame voice of the Sioux Falls Storm, the Silver Fox, Rich Rossi.
And welcome back to Storm Football here at the Resch Center in Green Bay, Wisconsin. The captains are on the field, the Sioux Falls Storm in their white uniforms, trimmed out in gray, and the green and white Green Bay Blizzard. We'll take it down to the field for the coin toss.
Welcome to you guys. Sioux Falls, as the visitors, is your choice. Heads, tails, what is your call? Heads is called. It is a head, it's your choice. Sioux Falls has won the toss. They will defer to the second half. You'd like the ball. Which goal would you like to defend and kick from? Your back's down here. Green Bay will receive on the north goal. Good luck, man.
And the Sioux Falls Storm have won the toss and elected to defer to the second half. And Green Bay will be receiving the football, moving from right to left on the radio. Running down the probable starters for the Green Bay Blizzard, 0-2 on the year under head coach Chris Williams. They'll send up Markeith Summers as a wide receiver. Dorian Buford, also a wide receiver, University of Minnesota State University, Mankato. Summers was out of the University of Mississippi. Colby Goodwin out of Old Dominion University, also on the offensive side of the ball. The quarterback out of University of Wisconsin, Whitewater, Matt Barrett. Offensive line, check that running back, Quixotis Spence out of Sacred Heart University. And across that front line, Jordan Mosley at 6'3", 330. Dyron White, 6'5", 305. Jeff Yonker, 6'3", 305. So now Justin Sarabaka ready to kick off. Back to receive for the Green Bay Blizzard is Dorian Buford. And also back there, I'll check it, and back there to receive is Markeith Summers. Now he's going to go off the field, and coming on for him is going to be Keith Reynolds, and he'll be the deep back, moving their personnel around in their secondary. Here's a high end-over-end kick, going to come down deep in the end zone. Going to be caught right at the back of the boards, coming up the center. Taken up there as Reynolds gets to the 5, slips a couple tackles at the 10, to the 15, and finally going to be rolled there at the 15-yard line. Coming up with a stop defensively there was Devon Tace for the Sioux Falls Storm. So the Green Bay Blizzard will start this campaign. They're going to mark the ball right at the
During the pregame warm-up, unsportsmanlike conduct. Number 13, Green Bay. At the half the distance foul will be 1st and 10. It is number 13, first unsportsmanlike conduct.
So during the pregame warm-up, which we had a little fireworks, and evidently it was instigated by Terrell Pearson. And because of that, an unsportsmanlike penalty is going to start the contest. And with that, Green Bay is going to start this at their own 8-yard line. 14:46 to play in this first quarter. Green Bay has the ball to start this contest. Quarterback, Matt Barron, 6'2", 205-pounder, gives the toss to the right side to Spence, tries to turn the corner, gets a little bit of yardage, crosses the 10, going to be ruled all the way up to about the 14-yard line, picks up about 6. Blizzard, going to send deep on the right side is going to be Reynolds. To the near side is going to be, and the numbers are tough to see. That is Summers, back to pass Barron. He throws it upfield, intended at about the 24-yard line, tried to get it to Buford. Incomplete. Ball goes in the stands, and it's going to be a free football for a fan, but we have a flag resting on the field. So the game started out with a penalty. We had a lot of penalties over the course of this whole week.
Illegal contact. Number 22 on the defense. 5-yard penalty. Automatic. First down.
5-yard penalty going to be charged against the Sioux Falls Storm, Devon Dace. As he had illegal contact, that's going to be a 5-yard penalty, automatic first down. So Green Bay will have the ball first down and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Coming to the near side is going to be Summers. Going to have 2 deep in the slot to the left. They both go in motion. One setback that is Spence, and he gets the toss, eludes one tackle, but he cannot get the other as he gets it up to about the 20-yard line. Shannon comes up with a stop along with Elijah Fields. Sets are also there for the Sioux Falls Storm. So the ball is resting right at the 20-yard line. That's going to be a gain of about a half a yard. Not a big crowd. It's filling in somewhat, much better than it was when it started. Across the way, I see a lot of the lower seats are empty. The upper part fairly full. Down below me, that's much better attended on this near side. So Barron in shotgun formation, motion on both sides of the ball. He's back to pass. The right-hander dumps it across the middle, gets it to Spence out of the backfield. He's going to have his legs cut out there by Elijah Fields after the gain of about 3, which will take it out to about the 24-yard line, set up third down. Third down and about, let's call it third down and 5. Third down and 5, just underway here at Green Bay, Wisconsin. Glad all of you folks have joined us, not only on the radio, but also on the web and also on IFL Live. Barron puts motion on both sides of the ball. He's back to pass, straight drop back. Now he steps up, he's going to run. He's at the 20, 25. Steps the tackle at the 20 to the 15 to the 10. Down inside the 10-yard line as he got away from Tyler Knight at about the 21-yard line. And he picks up big yardage all the way down to the 7. All the way down to the 7-yard line. Tyler Knight shaken up on the play, slow to get back to the huddle for the Sioux Falls Storm. So now the Green Bay Blizzard have the ball. First down and 10. They're going to mark it right at the 7-yard line, working from the left inside hash. 12:02 to play in this first quarter. First possession of the contest. Storm had won the toss and elected to defer to the second half. Now Green Bay to the near side is going to be Prey, and the 9, 6, and 8 are almost indistinguishable because they have the loop on the number so close it looks like a 6 or a 9 or an 8. So I may get those numbers mixed up throughout the course of the night. Now stoppage on the field while Tyler Knight is being attended to by Ryan Brink and also Chad, the 2 trainers for the Sioux Falls Storm. He's being attended to in the end zone. Coach Riggs has come out and checking to see who they'll bring in for him. Tyler Knight, all IFL linebacker for the Sioux Falls Storm. They call him Superman. So what they're going to, just checking to see who's going to wind up at linebacker. They're going to move Matt Hermanson up in the linebacker spot. Toss goes to the right side, goes to Spence, got a bit of an opening, cuts inside, slips through a tackle inside the 5 down to about the 1-yard line. Green Bay on their opening drive, taking it from their own 8-yard line. 5th play of the drive. Going up, and it's going to be resting at the 1-yard line. Second down and goal. 11:33 to play in this first quarter. Up in Green Bay, Wisconsin. It was an interesting week around the IFL. Last night it was Tri-Cities Fever coming from behind at the very last second to defeat Billings 47 to 41. And now the Blizzard looking to punch one in here. Toss to the right side. Ball's on the deck. Scramble for the football. Who's got it? Storm say they have it. The toss went to Spence, but it bounced off, I believe, his face mask and went down to the deck, and it's going to be recovered by the Sioux Falls Storm. So the Green Bay Blizzard, in a golden opportunity to take a lead and build momentum, fumble the football, and the Sioux Falls Storm have come up with a fumble recovery. But the toss went to Spence. He could not get a handle on it, and I believe that maybe Claude Davis came up with a fumble recovery. So now the Sioux Falls Storm will start this campaign at their own 4-yard line, first down and 10. 11:09 to play in this first quarter. There is no score. Running down the offensive starters, Corey Williams, Brandon Johnson Farrell, Lorenzo Brown, Angelo Peace in the backfield, Mike Tatum on the wide side across that front line, Charlie Sanders, Mungro, and Smith. Lorenzo Brown will get under center to start off this campaign. Peace is in the backfield behind him. Peace gets the handoff. Starter steps in the backfield, going to be brought down. No gain of the play. Coming up to make the stop defensively, Ridge James out of Alabama, 6'5", 260-pound defensive end. And he's a tall, lanky defensive end for the Blizzard. Now Lorenzo Brown gets the play from head coach Curtis Riggs. In his 14th year, 184 wins, only 33 losses. That's a winning percentage of .847. Now Lorenzo Brown will work in shotgun. He's standing right at his goal line. Back to pass from his end zone. Cox fires upfield too high, looking to get it upfield to Brandon Johnson Farrell. He kind of pulled his hands in again, thinking maybe the pass was intended for somebody farther downfield, and it goes incomplete. It's going to set up third down. Third down, and actually going to be about 9.5 yards to go for the first down. Need to get to the 14-yard line to pick up the first down. So Mike Tatum splits to left side for the Sioux Falls Storm. Two receivers in the slot to the right. Motion line of scrimmage. Flag in the field. I think Lorenzo Brown's got a free play. He's going to dump it across the middle. Throws that one away to Brandon Johnson Farrell. But jumping off sides was Ryan Smith, defensive lineman out of Abilene Christian University.
Offside. Defense. Number 4. 5-yard penalty. Third down.
So the penalty will push it out, but it's not enough for the first down. It's going to still set up third down and 4. The ball's resting right at the 10-yard line. 9:29 to play in this scoreless first quarter. Green Bay Blizzard marched down to the Sioux Falls Storm 1-yard line, but then fumbled the ball. And now the Sioux Falls Storm are on their ensuing drive. Lorenzo Brown, shotgun formation, changing the play. Brandon Johnson Farrell split to the left side. Tatum in motion left to the near side is Corey Williams on the pass, and he gets the reception out to the 16-yard line. That's going to be enough for a first down for the Sioux Falls Storm. Coming up with a stop defensively for the Green Bay Blizzard, Reggie Jennings out of Southeast Missouri State in his first year of indoor football. BJ, Brandon Johnson Farrell, splits to the short side, the right side of the field. Tatum on the left. Pieces in the backfield. Corey Williams is deep on the right side. Lorenzo Brown gets under center. Charlie Sanders. Williams through the box. Fakes the handoff there. Does Lorenzo Brown. Now he fires it upfield too high. Intended at about the 21-yard line for Brandon Johnson Farrell, and he was open. He'd gotten more than a step ahead of Reggie Jennings. And that had a big gain all over it, but it's going to be incomplete. That's going to set up second down and 10 from the 16-yard line. But anyway, the Sioux Falls Storm now with second down. Second down and 10. Need to get to the 24-yard line of the Green Bay Blizzard to pick up the first down. Brown has piece to his left side, but he's going to throw it instead. Throws it to the left side, gets it to, and he got it to Brandon Johnson Farrell right at the sticks. And that should be a first down for the Sioux Falls Storm. They're going to mark it right at the 24-yard line of Green Bay. Beautiful weather up here. Understand it's very nice back in Sioux Falls. Send a shout out to everybody over at the Eastway Bowl at the viewing party. Hope you guys are having a great time. First down and 10 for the Sioux Falls Storm at the 24-yard line of the Green Bay Blizzard. There's the snap. Quick pass to the outside. Gets it there to Mike Tatum. Puts a stutter step in there, but he's going to be wrapped up immediately as getting there was... Well, I can't check the number because it's wrinkled and I can't differentiate it on that far side. But I believe that making that coverage over there was Clark Coe, Jr. out of Monmouth University. Now Corey Williams split to the right side, the wide side of the field for the Sioux Falls Storm. Gain of about 2. Ball's resting at the 23-yard line. 2 in motion to the right slot. Back to pass is Lorenzo Brown, fires it, gets it to the left side, reception made, and taking it all the way down for a first down for the Sioux Falls Storm. And he got that completion to Angelo Peace, the running back out of Kansas State University. And the Storm taking on their first down all the way down to the 9-yard line. As that picked up 14 yards. And if Corey Williams, that's his second rushing touchdown of the year. And that caps off an 8-play drive for the Sioux Falls Storm. They went 46 yards. And it used 5 minutes and 17 seconds. And the Sioux Falls Storm picked up a couple first downs in the process. And now Justin Saravatka will be on the field to try the point after touchdown. Matt Hermanson will do the hold for him. 5:56 to play in this first quarter. First score of the contest. High snap, and it's bobbled. Now it's going to be picked up. Justin Saravatka is going to be tackled at about the 18-yard line, and coming up next to stop Caleb Magruder. So the point after was a bad snap and also placement. So the score stands. It's the Sioux Falls Storm 6 and the Blizzard of the Green Bay nothing. We'll pause for 30 seconds. You're listening. Let's pause for 1 minute. We'll pause for 1 minute. This is Storm Football, and it's brought to you. This segment brought to you by Budweiser and the folks at Deal Distributing. We'll be back after this 1 minute timeout. This is Storm Football.
If hauling equipment is part of your job, a Ford Transit van should be part of your business, and you can get one or more at Boyer Trucks in Sioux Falls. Choose from 3 roof heights so you can take loads others leave behind. Add easy access cargo doors for quick pickups and drop-offs. Durability designed to go every day, and the fact they're built Ford tough, and they'll become the backbone of your business. Get gas or diesel engine vans at Boyer Trucks, your full-service Ford dealership at 2101 East Benson Road in Sioux Falls, an employee-owned company since 1988.
Your cell phone bill doesn't have to be a nasty bill to pay. Hi, this is Nick from your local Sioux Falls Sprint store. We want to take the nasty out of bill payments and replace it with a value-driven feeling. We're here to ensure you're getting the best service and the latest phone models available. When you stop into one of our Sprint locations, our friendly, trained, and certified staff will make sure you're getting the best value. After all, that's what you're paying for, right? Stop into your local Sprint store today to experience the best value in wireless. Welcome to Sprint.
Back to you. You're on.
And welcome back to Storm Football. Rich Rossi here, getting some bugs worked out at this end as far as the IFL feed, but I think things are under control now. It's a Sioux Falls Storm leading 6-0. Here's the ensuing kickoff by Justin Saravatka. It's going to go to Summers right up the center. 5-10. To the right side. 15 all the way out to the 20. Out to the 23-yard line before he's brought down on a tackle by Matt Hermanson and others. But the Sioux Falls Storm put together an 8-play drive, covered 45 yards, 5:17 off the clock, a couple of first downs, and it was Corey Williams on the touchdown run of 9 yards. Sioux Falls Storm point after did not work, and it's going to be, the score reads 6-0, Sioux Falls Storm with the advantage. And now Green Bay with their second possession with 5:48 to play in this first quarter. And they have the ball first down and 10. They're going to mark it right at the 23-yard line of Green Bay. Barrett, the quarterback, going to have trips to the left side, too deep in the slot. They both go in motion. Back to pass, Barrett looking left, steps up. Now he rolls, now he fires upfield. It's caught. Caught at the Sioux Falls Storm 21-yard line. Making a stop or making the catch there was Dorian Buford out of Minnesota State University at Mankato. Dropped immediately, but it's going to be at the 21-yard line of the Sioux Falls Storm. Gain of 6. Gain of 6. Second down and 4. Coming to the near side is going to be Summers. Also Buford. Buford will be deep. And on the far side is going to be Prey. Prey and Buford go in motion on each side. Back to pass. Barrett fires end zone. Looking downfield. Caught! Touchdown Green Bay as he got that to Matt Buford in the right corner of the end zone. And the Green Bay Blizzard come back in a heartbeat. But a 9-yard touchdown pass, and it goes from Barrett to Buford. And now onto the field to try the point after touchdown. New kicker for the Green Bay Blizzard, Zeke Ariallo out of St. Mary's College, a 5'9", 185-pounder. And this to give the Green Bay Blizzard the lead. 4:49 to play in this first quarter. There's a snap, well placed. There's the kick, and it goes good. And with that, Ariallo gives the Blizzard a lead of 7-6. We'll pause for 30 seconds. You're listening to Storm Football, brought to you by Fireplace Professionals right here on Sioux Falls Sports Radio, AM 1230 and FM 98.1. Back in 30. Bounce over the wall, and being that it bounced in fair territory, then bounced out, it's going to be marked right where it goes out of bounds, right at the 5-yard line. Had it bounced over the back wall, then it would have been, or gone over the back wall, then it would have been out to the 20. But if it had bounced over the back wall, it still would have been right at the 5-yard line. So the Sioux Falls Storm trailing by a point, 7-6, 4:45 to play in this first quarter. They have the ball first down and 10. They're going to mark it right at their own 5-yard line. Lorenzo Brown has piece to his left. Motion both sides. Back to pass. Lorenzo Brown. Quick pass. Corey Williams caught it at about the 12-yard line and hit immediately by Jennings. But that's a gain of about 9 yards out to the 14. Second down and short for the Sioux Falls Storm. They'll have a no-huddle offense. Get back out over the ball. Charlie Sanders over the ball. Mania Smith left. Rashad Mungo right on that offensive line of scrimmage. Lorenzo Brown gets the snap, fakes the handoff to Peace. He's back to pass, tons of time, throws it upfield. Corey Williams got it at the 24, slips to the left, and he takes it across the 25 up and down to about the 22-yard line, where they're going to mark the ball first down and 10 for the Sioux Falls Storm at the 22 of Green Bay. 14-yard pickup for the Sioux Falls Storm, trailing by a point. 3:41 to play in this first quarter. Now Lorenzo Brown has piece to his right side. Motion on both sides from the deep backs. Back to pass. Lorenzo Brown looks downfield, throws it now to the right, gets it there to Peace. Peace is going to be wrapped up at about the 21-yard line. Making a stop, Reynolds into the stop on the, also there was Jamie Bender for the Green Bay Blizzard. Gain of about a yard or two, let's call it. About a yard, it's at their 21-yard line. Second down, 9 yards to go. Need to get down to about the 13-yard line to pick up the first down. 3:02 left to play in this first quarter. Green Bay 7, the Sioux Falls Storm 6. Now Lorenzo Brown back to pass. Quarterback draw. Peace is going to block for him. Lorenzo Brown breaks a tackle at the 12, to the 10, to the 5, and he's finally rolled down at the 5-yard line by Williams. Lorenzo Brown on the 16-yard pickup and a first and goal for the Storm at the 5-yard line. Quarterback draw all the way. Lorenzo Brown, that's a patented play, but Peace, Angelo Peace, the running back out of Kansas State, was leading the way, picked up a good block about 8 yards upfield. Now Williams deep on the right side, Mike Tatum deep on the left. 2 in the slot to the left. Lorenzo Brown gives the handout, goes to Mike Tatum on the run, on the rush, picks up his first rushing touchdown of the year. And this one from 5 yards out. And now the Sioux Falls Storm, Coach Riggs is not one to go for 2-point conversions. He said, why chase that until you absolutely have to? So now he's going to send Justin Sarabatka on the field for the point after touchdown, and looking for a good snap this time. There it is, a little high, but well placed by Hermanson. The kick goes up into the net, and the kick is good. So Justin Sarabatka, actually 1 of 1 on attempts. 1 on 1 on attempts, and the Sioux Falls Storm now have the lead 13-7. 13-7. So let's pause for a timeout. You're listening to Storm Football, brought to you by First Premier Bank right here on KWSN. We'll be back after this 30-second timeout.
Are you looking for that first apartment? Better yet, have the kids moved away and you're ready to downsize and quit mowing the lawn, shoveling snow, and raking leaves? Consider Rod's Property Management. 18 different apartment locations to choose from across Sioux Falls and 1, 2, and 3-bedroom options. Rod's offers many different price ranges and amenities to suit any budget. Check out property locations and available apartment openings at rodsproperty.com or call 605-728-5960. Don't forget to ask about new apartments opening in the spring of 2016. Move in today and stay for a lifetime.
And welcome back to Storm Football. Rich Rossi here at the Resch Center in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Understand our audio issues have been corrected, and they still have some things to work out here at their facility because they had to actually disconnect the feed for the local team, for the Green Bay Blizzard. They had to go to one broadcast because they were having some issues as far as being able to handle both by league rule. Then it is going to be the visitors broadcast. So now the Storm leading by a score of 13-7. 13-7, and here's the ensuing kickoff. Very high, very deep, too deep. It goes over the back wall, does Saravatka's kick. As it was in back to receive it was Prey. Brian Prey out of Pittsburgh State University. He's a veteran. He's been around a long time. He had played for the Cedar Rapids Titans and quite a career there. Now he's playing with the Green Bay Blizzard. So the Blizzard will have the ball by rule at the 20-yard line. Clock reads 2:09 to play in this first quarter. 13-7. The Sioux Falls Storm with the lead. Now Barrett is going to send Buford and Summers split to the right side. As Buford's going to be deep on the left is going to be Prey. Under center is Barrett with Spence in the backfield. Spence gets the handoff right side, makes a stop. He's going to be hit and drop down. Claude Davis out of University of South Florida came up with the stop. That's going to be no gain of the play. They're going to mark it right at the 20-yard line. Second down and 10. Storm leading 13-7. 1:31 left to play in this first quarter. Pretty good crowd on the near side. On the far side, some empty seats down low, but the upper part, not too bad. So now Matt Barron, that Quarterback, back to pass, steps up, Cox fires, and it bounced off a perfect pass, bounced off the chest of Brian Prey at the 25-yard line. And that was one of those times where he was running before he had the ball. And it's going to bring up 3rd down and 10. 3rd down and 10 for the Green Bay Blizzard, working from the center hash. Tyler Knight back in the contest. He had been shaken up in the previous series. He's a linebacker for the Sioux Falls Storm. B.J. Butler on the defensive line out of Louisville for the Sioux Falls Storm, getting an opportunity. Brandon Pegues also. And back to pass, Barron. Cox fires right side, right into a fan's hands, and he dropped it too. Picked it back up off the boards. Pass intended for Prey. Would have been a first down at about the Storm's 16-yard line. Incomplete, however. And the other defensive lineman for the Sioux Falls Storm, Claude Davis, out of the University of South Florida, had time in the NFL with the Jets. We're getting a feedback of a big country station in my headset. I don't know where that's coming from. We have a penalty on the field. Let's check it out. I believe this refereeing crew is out of, I better not say, but I've seen them before.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer, late hit on the quarterback. Number 34, 15-yard penalty, automatic, first down.
Brandon Pegues guilty with the personal foul, roughing the quarterback. That would have set up a 4th down. Instead of that, it's going to be at the 15-yard line of the Sioux Falls Storm, first down and 10. Big penalty, big opportunity for the Blizzard. 2 in motion to the right slot. Barron back to pass, looking right all the way, throws it high in the corner, and intended over there for Prey, incomplete. Coverage down there by Elijah Fields. 2nd down and 10. 2nd down and 10. Clock is running inside of 10 seconds, and that'll do it for the first quarter of play here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. We've played 1 quarter. It's the Sioux Falls Storm 13 and the Green Bay Blizzard 7. And we'll pause after this 1-minute timeout. You're listening to Storm Football, brought to you by the Lewis Stores, right here on Sioux Falls Sports Radio, AM 1230 and FM 98.1 KWSN.
Jeff and Debbie Luther recently remodeled their house, and their new heat and glow from Fireplace Professionals made all the difference. The double fireplace gives off plenty of heat and makes the house cozy warm. It's a popular place to hang out for the entire family.
The fireplace makes our home much cozier and more inviting when our family comes over. Thanks, Fireplace Pros.
The Luthers continue to be happy customers thanks to another new Heat and Glow gas fireplace from Fireplace Professionals. You can be too. We've made it easy. You can stop in and see the region's largest showroom or visit us on the web at fireplaceprofessionals.com and get a virtual tour. We have over 40 models on display and up to 300 in stock. If you ever need advice, call 339-0775. Or better yet, stop in and see us. We're Fireplace Professionals, 1217 West 41st Street, Sioux Falls. You're going to love the way your home feels.
Back to you.
And welcome back to Storm Football. Rich Rosti out in Green Bay, Wisconsin at the Resch Center. At the end of the first quarter, it's the Sioux Falls Storm 13 and the Green Bay Blizzard 7. Green Bay has 2nd down. 2nd down and 10 from the Sioux Falls Storm 15-yard line. Courtesy of a personal foul penalty against the Sioux Falls Storm for roughing the passer. Now, Matt Barrett at quarterback out of the University of Wisconsin, Whitewater. Shotgun toss goes right side, gets it there to checking that Goodwin. Goodwin getting the toss. Like I said, 6, 9s, and 8s look exactly the same from this angle with those jerseys. If they get any wrinkle at all, you can't tell the difference. I just want to make sure I get the right guy. But getting it there was Colby Goodwin out of Old Dominion University, running back, 5'10", 210 pounds. Now Prey splitting to the right side, deep to the left. Deep is going to be Buford. He'll go in motion, both of them. Back to pass, Barrett steps up, throws it, end zone, all by himself, touchdown, Green Bay. As getting that reception was Dorian Buford out of Minnesota State University, Mankato. And we are tied at 13. 15-yard completion as it goes to Barrett to Buford for the second time. And now to take the lead onto the field will be Zeke Ariallo out of University or St. Mary's College. He's made one of one. And now he says second point after touchdown attempt. This one is blocked partially, but it spins in. It spins in. The kick is good. And with that, it is 14-13. The Green Bay Blizzard up on top over the Sioux Falls Storm. I'll wrap up that scoring drive when we return after this 30-second timeout. You're listening to Storm Football, brought to you by Mattress Firm, right here on Sioux Falls Sports Radio, AM 1230 and FM 98.1 KWSN.
Thanks for your interest in our checking account.
Excuse me, what did you say?
Free checking.
Are you saying free or fee?
Yes. Not all free checking is really free. Switch to one that is. Just free checking from First Premier Bank. With free online banking, mobile banking, bill pay, and over 20,000 surcharge-free ATMs. Visit firstpremier.com/free for details, or stop by a location to switch today. First Premier Bank, member FDIC.
Back to you.
Well, the Green Bay Blizzard put together a 5-play drive, covered 30 yards, 2:54 off the clock, and wrapped up with a 15-yard touchdown pass. Barrett to Buford. Point after touchdown by Ariallo was good, and the Green Bay Blizzard lead 14-13 over the Sioux Falls Storm. 14-15 left to play in this first half.
Check out the all-new Blizzard merchandise now available for the 2016 season. Blizzard merchandise located.
So now Ariallo getting ready to kick off for the Blizzard. Back to receive Corey Williams, already with 2 kick returns for touchdowns this year. Brandon Johnson-Farrell, the up back for the Sioux Falls Storm. Waiting for the whistle. And there it is, and here's a winding kick. Take a bounce off the wall. It's all by itself. It's a live football. Somebody better get on it. And finally, it's going to be recovered there by Brandon Johnson-Farrell at the 19-yard line. The up people of the Sioux Falls Storm saw it bounding, thinking it was going to go deeper, but it took one of those football bounces into the wall, and it came out, and it's a live football. And BJ able to pounce on it at that point, and the Storm will have the ball. First down and 10 at their own 20-yard line. 14-14 to play in this first half. Sioux Falls Storm trailing the Blizzard. 0-2 on the year. Storm 2-0 on the year. And like I said, there's some interesting games. I had said earlier, Tri-Cities defeated Billings 47-41. Then it was Nebraska 78 to Cedar Rapids 71. That was on the 4th. And then Wichita defeated Colorado 65-45 also on Friday. Lorenzo Brown under center for the Sioux Falls Storm. Handoff through the box, Mike Tatum. Oh, he clipped right at the line of scrimmage. And not making the tackle, but Reggie Jennings blew that play up by getting all tied up with Brandon Johnson-Farrell. And Mike Tatum had no place to go, and it winds up with just a 1-yard gain out to the 21-yard line. So now Tatum going deep. Check that, going left. Peace also split to the left side. Brandon Johnson-Farrell in motion. Fakes the handoff to Corey Johnson through the box. Lorenzo Brown, tons of time, throws it, end zone caught. Touchdown, Mike Tatum! As he had gotten behind the defender, down there was Bender. Also downfield was Jennings, and Mike Tatum with his burst of speed from the 10-yard in, and he gets a perfect pass from Lorenzo Brown. Touchdown, Sioux Falls Storm on a 2-play drive. And this was a 29-yard touchdown strike. But it goes to Mike Tatum from Lorenzo Brown. And now the point after touchdown by Saravanka. 1 of 1. The other attempt was a botched one, so he's not credited for that. Here's another bounding kick. It's a fire play, and Matt Hermanson's looking to just throw it upfield, and he tosses it up after the bad snap. And fortunately, nobody got hurt on that whole deal. But Hermanson just kind of underhanded it upfield, and they called that a forward pass incomplete. And the point after is no good. And there's a flag on the field. We'll talk this one over. But a bounce back to the point after does not make for a good point after situation.
The try was no good. During the try, correction, after the try, dead ball foul, unsportsmanlike conduct. Number 3, Sioux Falls. That penalty will be placed in the bank.
So unsportsmanlike penalty is going to be charged against Tyler Knight. And that penalty will be put into the bank, so it'll be assessed after the ensuing kickoff. But the Sioux Falls Storm do get the touchdown, and they lead 20-14. Or check that, 19-14. Point after was no good. Second time that has happened in this contest. And again, it was a bounding snap back to Matt Hermanson, and he tried to salvage something, but that was dead from the get-go. But the Sioux Falls Storm put together a 30-yard drive, and they used up 1 minute and 2 seconds. 1 minute and 2 seconds. And it was a 29-yard touchdown pass. Lorenzo Brown to Mike Tatum. And the Sioux Falls Storm lead 19-14. Here's Saravatka's kickoff. It'll be taken right at the 3-yard line. And moving it upfield, Keith Reynolds out of the University of Arkansas at Monticello. Had some time in the Canadian Football League with the Edmonton team. Or check that was Prey. Again, 8, 9, and 6. I have just am having a tough time differentiating them because of the hook is, of the 9 and the 6 are so close to the circle part of it. They look the same as 8, so it's tough for me. I apologize for that. Uniforms are good looking. There's not an issue with that, but just the way the number is configured. So after the kickoff, the penalty against Tyler Knight is going to be assessed now. And that's going to move the ball to the 23-yard line of the Sioux Falls Storm. 13:06 to play in this first half. Storm leading 19-14 over the Green Bay Blizzard. Now Jordan Mosley gets over the ball. Snaps it back to Barrett. Under pressure, under duress, throws it away. And coming in to put lots of pressure was the Sioux Falls Storm, Brandon Pagis, and also Brent Shannon, both newcomers to the Sioux Falls Storm this year. Pagis out of Hampton had some time in the NFL with the Indianapolis Colts, and Brent Shannon out of Butler University. Couple of big ones, 6'2", 250 for Pagis, and 6'3", 250 for Shannon, working on that defensive line. Officials talking things over. We have a penalty. And evidently going to be charged against the Sioux Falls Storm, but we'll wait and see. Because they were talking to the Green Bay Blizzard team. And now they're still, now the flag comes out. And we'll see what this all plays out.
Intentional grounding, number 16 on the offense. That's a spot foul. The quarterback was out of the pocket, but the ball did not reach the line of scrimmage. So by rule, this is intentional grounding. Spot foul. Second down.
Well, you heard it there first. Quarterback was out of the pocket, but when he passed it, did not go past the line of scrimmage. So it's a spot foul, so that pushes it back to the 20-yard line. It is second down. Loss of down. Need to get down to the about 13.5-yard line to pick up the first down. Barrett back to pass. Looks across the middle all the way. Now he wings it to the right side. Reception made and caught at about the Sioux Falls Storm 24-yard line by Brian Prey. Hit out of bounds by Tyler Knight. So it's going to be right at the Sioux Falls Storm 23-yard line. Another flag.
Foul. Roughing the quarterback. Low hit to the knee area. Number 34. 15-yard penalty. Automatic. First down.
So they're going to tag Brandon Pegues for hitting the quarterback in the knee area. So that's going to be, and Pegues is going to be checking out of the contest. Defensive coordinator Matt Hermanson sends him to the bench immediately and brings Claude Davis back out. So this penalty is another big one. It's going to set up Green Bay down to the 12-yard line.
Moves the ball down to the Sioux Falls 12-yard line where the Blizzard have a 1st and 10.
So the Blizzard at the Sioux Falls Storm, 12-yard line, 1st down and 10. Going to send Summer split to the left side. Buford deep on the left. To the near side's Prey. He'll go in motion from right to left and go in the left slot. Back to pass. Barron steps up. Now he looks. Now he's going to run. 15, 10, 5. Still on his feet. Going to be dropped right at about the 5-yard line, 4.5-yard line. Making a stop defensively there was Elijah Fields for the Storm. They're going to mark it just shy of the, just inside of the 5-yard line. Green Bay trailing the Storm by 5, 19-14. Storm have missed 2-point conversion, 2 one-point conversions. Not missed, they just never even attempted them. It was bad snaps. It was blown up from the get-go. Buford deep on the left side. Line of scrimmage is going to be Summers. Prey goes in motion from right to left into the left slot. He gets the handoff, goes inside, and inside handoff goes there to, and it goes to Goodwin. We got another flag on the field. Waiting to sort this one out. 10:53 to play in this first half. Storm leading 19-14. And we have another flag on the field. Don't have live stats right now, so I can't tell you how many penalties have been thrown in this contest already. There's been a bunch.
Illegal defense. Number 16, lined up inside of 5 yards, not nearing the receiver. Half the distance foul, automatic. First down.
Illegal defense charge against the Sioux Falls Storm. That's going to be charged against Javonis Blackman. They call him Snoop. He was named as Snoop when he was just a youngster, and it's kind of stuck with him. But that sets up Green Bay. They're going to mark it down at about the 2.5-yard line on the right side. And Goodwin's to the right side of Barron. Goodwin gets the handoff. He's going to be in trouble. Slips out of one tackle, but he can't get away from the other one. That's going to be lost in the play. Claude Davis gets the final tackle, but Campbell, Sam Campbell out of Illinois State University, call him Captain Battleaxe. He had the initial pressure in the offensive backfield. Pushes the ball back. It's going to be back to the 8. Loss of 6. 9:56 till halftime. Sioux Falls Storm leading 19-14 over the Green Bay Blizzard. Blizzard are threatening. 2nd down and goal from the 8-yard line. Barron back to pass. Here's the blitz. Green Bay picks it up, throws it back of the end zone. High, too high. Tried to get it there to Markeith Summers, who is 6'4", out of University of Mississippi, but the pass too high for him. And it's incomplete. It's going to set up 3rd down. 3rd down for the Green Bay Blizzard at the Sioux Falls Storm 8-yard line. So now Green Bay breaks camp. And they're going to send Prey and Buford deep on the left. On the line of scrimmage is going to be Summers. One running back in the backfield is Spence. Back to pass. Barron throws end zone. Oh, in and out of the hands. Going over the ball for that reception, I believe, was Prey. And he couldn't hang on to the football. He's all right. He's going to be coming back over the wall. But the pass was there, but it was coming at him pretty hot. He had to go high to get it and then went over the board in the process, incomplete. So it's going to bring up 4th down. It's going to be a field goal situation. First field goal of the night. And this one's going to go down right at the 15-yard line. Let's make this about the 16. 24-yard field goal attempt. This one out of the hold of Brian Prey. Waiting for the snap. Good snap. Well placed. There's the kick. It's up. On target. It looks good from here. And it is. And the field goal is good. And the score, it's the Sioux Falls Storm 19 and the Green Bay Blizzard 17. And we'll pause for a timeout of 1 minute. You're listening to Storm Football, brought to you by Orthopedic Institute right here on Sioux Falls Sports Radio, AM 1230 and FM 98.1 KWSN.
Storm fans following every home game this season.
Say, John, I'm getting KTWB feedback in my headset.
For a special post-game party exclusively at Craven Bar and Grill, located on West 74th
Okay,
Street,
maybe
just
they're
off
doing a
Louise
remote.
Avenue in Sioux Falls. The Silver Fox, Rich Rossi, will be on hand to interview the game's top stars.
It's not so loud, but it comes through quite clear, and I heard the call letters.
When did it start?
It happened a couple times. I don't think I mentioned it. But, yeah, it's definitely there. It's bleeding over some way.
Let me play this move here.
When you run a business that entails hard work, you can strengthen your team with
I'll
proven
go on the
workhorses.
in the hallway and check on it. They might have been doing a remote and got put on that.
The strongest diesel in the market and the #1 selling truck for over 39 years.
Yeah, they might have been using a Marty and it came through or something. I don't know.
So you know you can count on engine longevity with the diesel engine power. Hire your Super Duty truck at Boyer Trucks, your full-service Ford dealership at 2101 East
I think I
Benson
know
Road
what
in
the
Sioux
district
Falls.
is. 5,
An employee-owned
4,
company since
3,
1988.
2,
Open
1.
weekdays from 7 a.m.
Back
to
to you.
10 p.m.
8:08 left to play till halftime. The Sioux Falls Storm 19, Green Bay Blizzard 17, and the last 3 points courtesy of an Ariallo field goal of 24 yards. It was good, capping off a 6-play drive. Now here's the ensuing kickoff. Goes downfield, gets behind Williams in the end zone. He's got to get that out or it's Rouge. He's tackled in the back of the end zone. And that's going to be a 1-point Rouge for the Green Bay Blizzard. Corey Williams with a bounding kick could not get it corralled. Here's the referee.
Scores 1 point for Green Bay. First and 10, Sioux Falls.
So that makes it a 1-point game. The Sioux Falls Storm 19 and the Green Bay Blizzard 18. And the Sioux Falls Storm with 8:03 to play in this first half. They have the ball first down and 10 at their own 5-yard line. 7:58. Clock is counting. First half. Sioux Falls Storm leading by a scad point. 19-18. And now the Sioux Falls Storm have the ball first down and 10 at their own 5-yard line. To the left side is going to be Tatum in motion, 2 in motion, left slot. And the fake the handoff. Lorenzo Brown keeps it. He's at the 5, gets it up to the 10-yard line before he's wrapped up by Williams. Into the stop also there was Reynolds. And it's going to be a gain of 5 out to the 10. 7:24, clock is counting. Fast-moving ball game here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Pretty good crowd on hand. Their home opener. Green Bay 0-2 on the year. The Sioux Falls Storm 2-0. Now Lorenzo Brown has trips to the right side. 1 in motion through the boxes. Williams, he gets the handoff, goes up field. He's at the 15 to the 20. Got a block by Tatum, and he got him across the 20 to about the, they're going to mark it at about the 21-yard line. Gain of 11 and a first down for the Sioux Falls Storm at their own 21-yard line. 6:48 to play in this first half. Storm 19, Green Bay Blizzard 18. Lorenzo Brown has peace on the line left. Lorenzo Brown, shotguns. There's a snap. There's a flag. The low snap. Lorenzo Brown was not expecting it. He's at the 20, to the 25, to the 20, to the 15, all the way down to the 18-yard line, but this one's got to be coming back. Lorenzo Brown was not anticipating that snap when it came and picked it up and scrambled to make something out of it. I believe this one's coming back for illegal procedure. Waiting to hear the official ruling.
Illegal motion. Offense number 23. He was in the box with the snap. 5-yard penalty. First down.
So the penalty against the Sioux Falls Storm takes it back to the 16-yard line. The ruling was that Mike Tatum was in the box when the snap was made, and you cannot have a motion man in the box at that point. Good call. Storms push back. First down and 15 from their own 16-yard line. Need to get down to the 19-yard line of the Green Bay Blizzard. Trips to the right side. Two in motion, right slot. Back to pass, Lorenzo Brown. Looking left. Now center. Throws right. Gets it there to Tatum. Got away from one tackle. Bounced off another one at the 25. And finally scoots down to about the 23-yard line of the Green Bay Blizzard. So he moves it for about 6 yards. It's going to set up second down. Second down and about 4 from the Green Bay 23.5-yard line. Clock rolls, 5 minutes, 45 seconds. Fast-moving first half here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Storm leading by a point, 19-18. Now Lorenzo Brown has Peace to his left side, two in motion on the left. Williams split to the right. Lorenzo Brown looking left, throws it too high there for Brandon Johnson-Farrell. And now we have a flag coming out late, thrown by the referee. And Mania Smith looks like he's arguing, and you got to be thinking holding in this situation against the Sioux Falls Storm, but we'll wait and see. One of the Blizzard players shaken up. That is Ridge James, that tall, lanky, 6'5", 260-pound defensive end out of Alabama. Coach Riggs and the officials talking things over.
75 on the offense. 10-yard penalty. Second down.
So that'll be a 10-yard penalty against the Sioux Falls Storm. That'll move. Well, they only marked off.
Please discontinue the music when Sioux Falls comes to the line of scrimmage. Thank you.
Well, the fans didn't like that one. The official just announced to the sound man, do not play music when Sioux Falls is coming to the line of scrimmage. And they're playing it now. Then they stopped it. It's exactly what the official had asked for. So the penalty pushes it back to the 18-yard line. I thought it'd go back farther than that. Lorenzo Brown's going to run. He gets through a tackle at the 18, splits to the right, and takes it up to about the 24-yard line before he's brought down by Courtney Daniel out of Fort Valley State University. So it's going to be at the 24-yard line of Sioux Falls. Now we have
illegal defense. Number 8. Inside the belt and not near. 5-yard penalty. Automatic. First down.
Well, the locals don't want that one. Didn't like that call either. But it's going to be a 5-yard penalty. I got so many. I write down a P for a penalty, and then where the new spot is, I got P all over this score, the stats sheet. It's at the 22-yard line of Sioux Falls. Lorenzo Brown gives the handoff. Mike Tatum, oh, that's Peace up the center. He's got the 25-20. All the way down inside the 15. Going to mark it down at about the 13-yard line. Angelo Peace, running back out of Kansas State University. And that's going to be a first down for the Sioux Falls Storm. They're going to mark it at the 13-yard line. 4:25 to play in this first half. Storm leading 19-18. They're set up at the 13-yard line of Green Bay. Handoff through the box, Corey Williams, but this time it is smelled out immediately. And coming up to make the stop defensively there was Pearson. Terrell Pearson out of University of South Alabama. 5'9", defensive back, 165 pounds. Loss of 2. It's back to the 15-yard line, second down and 12. Storm need to get down to the 3-yard line to pick up the first down. 3:46 and counting. First half. Lorenzo Brown hands off to Peace again. This time he's hit pretty much in the hole. Coming up to make the stop, Courtney Daniel again. And that's going to be a gain of a couple. It's going to be at about the 13-yard line. It's going to set up third down and 10. 3:27 and counting. Storm leading by a point. 19-18. Storm, hurry up offense. Checking out of the contest, Caleb Magruder, defensive back out of Belhaven University. And Green Bay calls the timeout. So with a timeout in the field, we'll pause. 3:15 to go first half. 19-18, Sioux Falls Storm by a point. You're listening to Storm Football, brought to you by Scott Lumber and Company. Scott Lumber and Supply Company in Sioux Falls. We'll be back in 1 minute. This is Storm Football.
Moms, dads, listen carefully. Thanks to the Storm's all-new Champions Stay in the Game community initiative, high school seniors
What's
can
that, John?
qualify for thousands.
Beal Distributing right here on Sioux Falls Sports Radio, AM 1230 and FM 98.1 KWSN.
Jeff and Debbie Luther recently remodeled their house, and their new heat and glow from Fireplace Professionals made all the difference. The double fireplace gives off plenty of heat and makes the house cozy warm. It's a popular place to hang out for the entire family.
Fireplace makes our home much cozier and more inviting when our family comes over. Thanks, Fireplace Pro.
The Luthers continue to be happy customers thanks to another new heat and glow gas fireplace from Fireplace Professionals. You can be too. We've made it easy. You can stop in and see the region's largest showroom or visit us on the web at fireplaceprofessionals.com and get a virtual tour. We have over 40 models on display and up to 300 in stock. If you ever need advice, call 339-0775. Or better yet, stop in and see us. We're Fireplace Professionals, 1217 West 1st Street, Sioux Falls. You're going to love the way your home feels. 1 minute.
Parkour and so much more.
The Sioux Falls Storm family lost a great friend.
At greenbayfusion.com.
What does the best mean to you? Most expensive? Bigger is better? More bang for your buck? Hi, this is Nick from your local Sioux Falls Sprint store. When we say Sprint is the best value in wireless, we mean more. More shared lines, unlimited data, and this equates to more value for your wireless service. Did we mention our friendly, trained, and certified staff will help find the perfect plan for you, your family, and your budget? At Sprint, that's what we do best. Stop into your local Sprint store today for more details. Welcome to Sprint.
Nothing beats the fresh taste of Budweiser Draft. It's more than just love at first pint. It's the best way to enjoy the quintessential American lager. Brewed the hard way for an unmistakable crisp finish every time. So don't just settle for whatever's on tap. Make it the fresh taste of Beechwood aged Budweiser Draft. This Bud's for you. Enjoy responsibly. Budweiser beer, Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri.
And welcome back to Storm Football, brought to you by Fireplace Professionals in Sioux Falls. The score at halftime, it's the Sioux Falls Storm 26 and the Green Bay Blizzard 18. And other scores from around the league this weekend. On Friday, it was Wichita Falls defeating the Colorado Crush 65-45. Also on Friday, it was Nebraska Danger 78, Cedar Rapids Titans 71. Wow, what a game that was. And then last night, it was Tri-Cities Fever getting a touchdown with just seconds left, defeated the Billings Wolves 47-41. Running down the standings of the United Conference as it is right now, Barnstormers are 2-0 along with the Sioux Falls Storm. Cedar Rapids 1-2 on the year. Wichita Falls 1-1, and Green Bay 0-2. That's all in the United Conference. Then in the Intense Conference, Spokane Empire 2-0, also Nebraska Danger 2-0. Then Billings Wolves 1-2, as are the Tri-Cities Fever, and with 0-3 records, the Colorado Crush. This weekend, Barnstormers and Spokane Empire had byes in the IFL. Want to send some shout outs. One thing, I talked to Tyler Knight earlier, and he had said he wanted to send a special happy birthday hug to his daughter who is having a birthday today. So happy birthday to you. And Tyler Knight sends a hug for you. Also want to send a shout out to Donna, Sarah, and Holy Help Me Hannah herself. Also send a shout out to Pops and Joe Preheim. Linda Roach. Also to the Super 6 and the Super Service Dog Winnie and the Service Dog in Training Pete. Send a shout out to you guys also. Then I want to send out a special shout out to Holman, South Dakota, to Smoky's Storm party that they're having out there. Smokey Simon, great Storm fan out there, and gathering there, the whole family's out there. I heard Randy and Chuck, Dean and Jill and Colin are all out there. Everybody's out there watching the game on the big screen. I hope you're having a great time out there in Holman, South Dakota. Great Storm fans they've been for so many years. Sioux Falls Storm going to be on a bye this coming week, and then on the following weekend, on March 20th, the Sioux Falls Storm will be out in Colorado to take on the Colorado Rush. That's a 4 o'clock Central Time start on Sunday, March 20th. Then the Storm will be on the road again, that way down to Cedar Rapids for the 26th. And then it'll be Cedar Rapids Titans, then right back again on April 9th. When the Storm is back in action at home, there'll be the Titans again, back-to-back with the Cedar Rapids Titans. And that was a great ball game up in Sioux Falls. And that rivalry is really developing, and it's going to be an interesting season to play them 3 times during the course of the year, plus possibly looking at playoffs if these teams make it to that particular situation. The score at halftime, it's the Sioux Falls Storm 26 and the Green Bay Blizzard 18. When we come back, we'll have a special memorial tribute that I recorded earlier for a very special Storm fan that had died, Bob Roach. When we return, we'll have that for you. You're listening to the Storm Halftime Show, brought to you by First Premier Bank, right here on Sioux Falls Sports Radio, AM 1230 and FM 98.1 KWSN.
Are you looking for that first apartment? Better yet, have the kids moved away and you're ready to downsize and quit mowing the lawn, shoveling snow, and raking leaves? Consider Rod's Property Management. 18 different apartment locations to choose from across Sioux Falls and 1, 2, and 3 bedroom options. Rod's offers many different price ranges and amenities to suit any budget. Check out property locations and available apartment openings at rodsproperty.com or call 605-728-5960. Don't forget to ask about new apartments opening in the spring of 2016. Move in today and stay for a lifetime.
Sleep, catnap, doze,
Dream, snore, pray,
giggle, snuggle, hug,
read a book,
watch TV,
relax with your pet,
unwind with your kids.
quirky, playful, passion.
All rested, re-energized, and peppy.
Like us on Facebook and visit our website to learn more about the full experience at Eastway Bowl.
At Orthopedic Institute, orthopedic medicine is all we do. We work to get you up and moving again, recreating that perfect harmony, whatever that may be for you. Orthopedic Institute, we're the one to trust to keep your body in motion.
Doors open at
Vacuum.
6 p.m.
The Sioux Falls Storm family lost a great friend recently. Bob Roach, a fan since the days of the Sioux Falls Cobras, died at his home on February 17th after a long battle with health issues. At the time of his death, Bob was 75. Bob is survived by his wife, Linda, who shared his passion for the Sioux Falls Storm, along with 3 sons, 1 daughter, 8 grandchildren, 3 great-grandchildren, and 2 brothers. Yes, we lost a friend whose big laugh was a trademark for him and a reflection of his even bigger heart. We lost a friend who overcame personal struggles to live a rich and full life. We lost a friend who not only followed the Sioux Falls Storm, but was a pioneer season ticket holder and an ever-present guest when the Curtis Riggs Show was on location. 737 times, with one of his most memorable skydiving landings being at Howard Wood Field, where he dragged his trail foot, creating a rooster tail of particles behind him. It would be a while before skydiving was again allowed at Howard Wood Field, But when it was, Bob was again a part of the show. I lost a friend who was an ever faithful listener to Storm radio broadcasts, who would often ask me about something I said during my call of the game. Bob understood indoor football and knew when I was making up things. We lost a friend who made you feel important and was concerned about you and the events of your life. We lost a friend in Bob Roach. But did we really lose Bob? I believe before we had Bob in our lives, Bob belonged to God. God only loaned Bob to us for Bob's lifetime and then welcomed him home again on February 17th. What we have lost is Bob's physical presence, but his essence, who he was, remains in our heart and memory, and we will be forever blessed because of it. To Linda and all of Bob's family, the Storm family extends to you our sincerest sympathies. Bob Roach will be missed, but never forgotten.
Expect more? Well, you can expect that whenever there's weather that's threatening, I will be here to let you know what's going on.
We do more investigative pieces. We go in depth.
All right,
in a way
thank
no
you.
other station does.
More stories that affect you and your family. Way more fun, laughs, interaction with you. You can expect us to bring more breaking news live from the scene.
More stories to keep you and your family safe.
To me, expect more means that I'm going to track every storm down to your backyard.
KSFY News. Expect more.
Moms, dads, this year the Storm have once again put together the most affordable birthday anywhere for kids 12 and under. Get this, for parties of 10 or more at any Storm regular season game, your party will receive 10 tickets, 10 Pepsi beverages, and 2 large pizzas for the group to enjoy from Spectra Food Services, plus 10 free single-day admissions to the 2016 Sioux Empire Fair that opens up August 5th, and much more for just $99. You can't beat this deal. Go to SiouxFallsStorm.com for more details.
For over 70
1 minute.
years, Lewis
All right.
Pharmacy has helped you feel better, faster by offering friendly, fast service. Now we're making your trips to Lewis even more convenient. Introducing Smart Sync, a new program that simplifies the way you fill and pick up your prescriptions. Smart Sync saves you time by having all your prescriptions refilled on the same day each month. To sign up for Smart Sync, talk with your Lewis pharmacist today. When your first stop is Lewis, it's easy every day.
Goody.
Let's all take a moment and get the blood flowing. Don't just sit there. Bend over, touch your toes, do some squat thrusts if that's your thing. Go ahead, we'll wait. Now think about the remarkable network of bone, tissue, and joints that just made that ordinary stretch an extraordinary occurrence. At Orthopedic Institute, orthopedic medicine is all we do. So if you had trouble with any part of
And the Green Bay Blizzard 18. I haven't received any statistics of this first half. I was checking with the live stats. They are not functional at this particular time. We'll check to see if we find out any particulars, and we'll pass those on to you just as soon as we can. Looking at the schedule next week around the IFL, Monday, it's on Friday, March 11th, Cedar Rapids going to be at Tri-Cities. Iowa's going to be at Wichita Falls. Then on Saturday, Spokane's going to be at Billings, and Green Bay is going to be traveling down to Grand Island, Nebraska to take on the Danger. That's coming up next week around the IFL. Also, like I said, the Sioux Falls Storm are going to be having their next home game. That's going to be on April 9th. Cedar Rapids Titans are in town. And after the game, we're doing something different. After the game, there's a Storm after-game party at Craven Bar and Grill, and we're going to have a little show out there. We'll interview the head coach, Curtis Riggs. We'll also talk to the player of the game, brought to you by Craven Bar and Grill. They're doing a great job out there. We tried it the first week, and we're going to expand on what we had done at that particular time, and it's going to be a great time. So head on out after the Storm game with Cedar Rapids. Head out to Craven's on South Louise Avenue, and there's an after-game party there, and it'll be streamed. It'll be archived. People can watch it later on or watch it on that night. So those are exciting things that are going on as far as this Storm is concerned. Again, the Curtis Riggs show is on at 5:30 on Tuesday, and you can watch it
We videotape it live at 5:30 right on KWSN. Then we show the video on Wednesday, and then they'll add the highlights. They'll have some pictures, things like that. It's really a pretty cool deal. Check it out, SiouxFallsStorm.com. This past week, offensive players of the game, defensive players of the game, and special team player of the game. For the offense, it was Jordan Jolly, wide receiver out of Wichita Falls. Special teams player of the week was Spencer Groner out of the Billings. He was a kicker. And defensive player of the week was John Setzer. John had 3 interceptions in the game against Cedar Rapids last weekend. John Setzer with the defensive player of the game. He is with the Sioux Falls Storm. We're going to pause for our last timeout.
Winter weather can 1 minute, or do you want to make it 2?
Let's make it 2.
People that I work with are family. We get more time with the patients to deliver that personalized care.
I know that our patients are satisfied and happy with their outcomes.
And I've had more than one patient say to me,
Specialty hospital.
Your body, a remarkable network of bone, tissue, and joints working in perfect harmony. But when injuries occur, that process, Orthopedic Institute, we're the
Eastway Bowl is more than just bowling. It's a full experience entertainment center. Book and visit our website to learn more about the full experience.
We're the Lightning Girls, and this is the all-new 2016 Nissan Titan from Billion Nissan.
It's Cars.com's best pickup truck of 2016.
Billion Nissan Sioux Falls or BillionAuto.com.
the Lightning Girls, and this is the all-new 2006.
Breathe easier when you have your dumb Waterbury. Call for your free estimates.
you're not just disseminating facts. You're not just telling people what happened, but you're having to deal with the people it happened to.
We want to capture the effect. Why is it so important? Why is this happening?
Everything.
We care.
Welcome back to the Curtis Riggs Show. Great to have you with us. Really appreciate you tuning in. Doesn't take long to get to the third caller.
Your body, a remarkable network of bone, tissue, and recreating that perfect harmony, whatever that may be for you. Orthopedic Institute, we're the one to trust to keep your body in motion. Your body, a remarkable network of bone, tissue, and joints working in perfect harmony. But when injuries occur, that process can be interrupted. At Orthopedic Institute, orthopedic medicine is all we do. We work to get you up and moving again, recreating that perfect harmony, whatever that may be for you.
What's the smart way to refresh your home? Get inspired by Granite Transformations. See how easy it is to transform your kitchen or bathroom with gorgeous quartz and granite backed by our lifetime warranty. Plus custom cabinet refacing, all without the mess of a traditional renovation. Explore the exciting possibilities at the New Look, New Style celebration happening now at Granite Transformations. Schedule your free in-home design consultation today.
You're not just disseminating facts. You're not just telling people what happened, but you're having to deal with the people it happened to.
We want to capture the effect. Why is it so important? Why is this happening?
Everything has an effect and everything has an impact. It's more than just providing headlines. It's the idea of this has happened and this is why you should care.
It's the driver of how we do news, because we want people to know that we care.
Back to passes Barrett. Steps up to passes Barrett.
Steps up to passes Barrett.
Steps up to passes Barrett.
Steps up to passes Barrett. Steps up to passes Barrett. Passes Barrett. Passes Barrett. Passes Barrett. Passes Barrett.
5-yard line. Now they're camped at the Sioux Falls Storm. 16. Now they're camped at the Sioux Falls Storm. To a motion to left slot for the Blizzard. Barron to pass. Fires upfield. Oh, is it intercepted? Yes, it is. Picked off by the Sioux Falls Storm. Yes, it is. And getting in is Brandon Johnson Farrell. As he is the one that stepped in for Matt Hermanson. He comes up with an interception. And now the official's going to be talking about it, whether the play was dead, or whether he was down, or whether it was an interception at all. I haven't seen the instant replay. Well, the local fans don't like that one, but they're going to say holding against the Blizzard, but the interception stands. An interception stands by Brandon Johnson Farrell, a wide receiver for the Sioux Falls Storm, put into service because of the injury to Matt Hermanson. So now with 4:37 to play in this fourth quarter. Sioux Falls Storm has the ball, first down and 10. They're going to mark it right at the 16-yard line of Sioux Falls. Lorenzo Brown, motion on both sides. Gives the hand up. And the hand up goes to Stephen McKinney. New running back for the Sioux Falls Storm out of Southern Illinois University. Ordinarily a wide receiver, 5'9", 175 pounds. Stephen McKinney. And the carry takes it from the 16 to the 22. So it's a gain of about 6.5. Need to get down to the Green Bay 24-yard line to pick up the first down. Lorenzo Brown at quarterback. Handoff goes to McKinney again. Oh, he hit. Oh my! Big hit to the inside. And it's going to be short of the first down by a yard. Gain of the 25. Third down and about a yard to go for the Sioux Falls. Falls resting right at the 25-yard line. 46-31 Sioux Falls Storm. 3:60 to play, fourth quarter. And now changing the play. Williams is deep. Tatum is deep. One on each side. Also receiver on the line of scrimmage, one through the box, and that is Tatum. Tatum's going to take it across the 25 to the 20 and force his way down to about the 15-yard line. That's a gain of 10. Another first down for the Sioux Falls Storm. They're going to mark it right at the 15-yard line of Green Bay. Mike Tatum. 5'10", 170-pounder out of Oxford College. The weapon, they call him. And now one of the Courtney Daniel on his back for the Blizzard. I think he's just resting. No trainer is going to come out and attend to him as we're going to have a timeout. Injury timeout. Now Sioux Falls Storm football is brought to you on the radio by Waterbury Heating and Cooling and Coleman.
Rugged. When you think tough. When you think big. Think of the best transportation solutions, mile after mile. When you think big, think Boyer trucks. You have your ducts cleaned by Waterbury. Call us today. Save on your energy bill with a new furnace from Waterbury. Call for your free estimates.
milking the clock, leading by 15, 2:06 left to play in the contest. Clock continues to roll. It is second down and 8 from the Green Bay 13-yard line. Through the box is Tatum, no handoff. Lorenzo Brown, he's going to run with the football, and he's going to be brought down on a tackle from behind. Keith Reynolds tracks him down after a short gain. They're going to mark it at about the 12-yard line, gain of a yard. Reynolds out of University of Arkansas at Monticello. Third down for the Sioux Falls Storm. The ball's resting at the 12-yard line. Need to get to the 5 to pick up the first down. Clock's rolling, 1:23 and counting. Possibly will be the last play before the 1-minute warning. McKinney's going to split to the left side for the Sioux Falls Storm. And 10 seconds on the play clock. They need to get it off before the 1-minute warning. Brandon Johnson-Farrell moves around to the right side, and finally the Sioux Falls Storm call a timeout with 1:02 remaining. They did not have that play set up well at all. Coach was trying.
What's the smart way to refresh your home? Get inspired by Granite Transformations. See how easy it is to transform your kitchen or bathroom with gorgeous quartz and granite backed by our lifetime warranty. Plus custom cabinet refacing, all without the mess of a traditional renovation. Explore the exciting possibilities in refacing. Schedule your free in-home design consultation today.
Eastway Bowl is more than just bowling.
At Orthopedic Institute, orthopedic medicine is all we do. We work to get you
On East 10th Street in Sioux Falls, where they have something for everyone. Vodka, he puts it up, and it's good. And he put that up from about 37 yards. And the field goal is good, and the Sioux
Not
Falls
much time
Storm
left, and the Storm going to be kicking out. Justin Sarabatka getting ready to kick off. Back to receive deep is Keith
18 points. Reynolds, largest lead of the contest.
And here's the end over end kick. Reynolds 3 yards deep on the left. Goes up to the center. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. It's going to be tracked down from the backside, but he'll make it all the way down to about the 17-yard line of the Sioux Falls Storm. Tyler Knight on the tackle. So Green Bay with 49.6
together. They can watch the game
has a chance to make it interesting.
Eastway Bowl on East 10th Street in Sioux Falls.
They have the ball at the Sioux Falls Storm 17-yard line, trailing by 18. Three-possession ball game, but stranger things have happened. I remember one time up in Billings many years ago. Storm had a very comfortable lead, and Billings scored, and 3 times they did an onside kick and were successful, and just about won the game. Anything can happen in indoor football.
It's going to be tracked down from the backside.
49-31 Storm. Barron back to pass, throws for the end zone left. It's going to be too high. Intended down there for Prey.
So Green Bay with 49 points.
It's going to be second down and 10. Clock stops on incompleted passes during the 1-minute timing rules.
They have the ball at the Sioux Falls Storm 17-yard line.
That pass was too high over
trailing
the
by
board.
18.
Incomplete. So now Barron gets the play from Chris
stranger
Williams.
things have happened. I remember one time up in Billings many years ago.
And now
Storm had a very
splitting
comfortable
to the
lead.
left side is going to be Sumler. He'll be deep
and 3 times.
on the left. Summers will be on the line of scrimmage left. Back to pass Barron. Dumps it across the middle. Gets it there to
in indoor football.
Got to check wait for his number to
49-31 Storm.
And that's pass to Goodwin, I believe.
It's going to be too high.
And Goodwin takes it down to about the 9-yard line. And Green Bay is going to take a timeout, so we'll pause with them. And we'll pause for 1 minute. You're listening to Storm Football, brought to you by Mattress Firm right here on KWSN back in Watt.
That pass was too high and over the boards, incomplete. So now Barron gets the play from Chris Williams.
And now splitting to the left side is going to be Sumler. He'll be deep on the left. Summers will be on the line of scrimmage left. Back to pass Barron. Dumps it across the middle. Gets it there to
newly created educational activities program
that
for
check is
kindergarten
waiting for his
through
number to
second grade classrooms. Each student
and
will
that's
receive free
pass
Storm
to
School
Goodwin, I
backpacks,
believe.
coloring and reading books, and even a complimentary
And
box
Goodwin
of
takes
popcorn.
it. And
Nissan, Coleman Heating and Air
Green Bay's
Conditioning,
going to take a
Lewis
timeout, so
Doors,
we'll pause with
Orthopedic
them.
Institute, Sioux Falls
And we'll pause
Specialty
for 1
Hospital,
minute. You're listening
Spectre
to
Food
Storm
Services,
Football, brought to you
Sylvan
by
Learning,
Mattress
and
Firm right here
Waterbury
on
Heating and Cooling.
KWSN.
The
Back.
Storm organization is proud to partner with many local Sioux Falls schools this year. Thanks to the Storm's all-new Champion Stay in the Game community initiative. High school seniors can qualify for $1,000 scholarships.
And back to action. Green Bay had a pass. And back to the end zone. Tip. To the end zone. Tip. To the end zone. Tip.
Lightning Girls, and this is the all-new 2016 Nissan Titan from Billion Nissan.
It's Cars.com's best pickup truck of 2016.
Billion Nissan Sioux Falls or BillionAuto.com.
You're not just disseminating facts. You're not just telling people what happened, but you're having to deal with the people it happened to.
We want to capture the effect. Why is it so important? Why is this happening?
Everything has an effect and everything has an impact. It's more than just providing headlines. It's the idea of this has happened and this is why you should care.
It's the driver of how we do news, because we want people to know that we care. People to know that we care. People to know that we care.